Hey guys, where are we going in this episode, Corey?
Maybe you should ask the travel anchor.
Hello guys, and welcome to Minecraft Mega Construction episode... What is this, Corey?
I don't know, we haven't done a mega construction in so long. Not one that isn't Space Edition anyway.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've actually visited the McMorgans, and anything else for that matter, to be honest. So now we have... I've labelled the travel anchors, as you probably saw in the intro. So we've got this travel anchor over here, and that allows us to get to the cinema, which I labelled Il Cinema. Because that sounds amazing, doesn't it, Corey? I think it might be French or something. Might be, anyway.
I don't know. I mean, I do French, but I don't really listen in French, so...
Wow, that's so professional of you. But what we're doing, Corey, in this episode is... We're going to build something really cool for you guys. And we're not going to reveal it yet, but what we're actually going to do is we're going to update you guys on what's actually happening in the Space Edition anyways. So...
Could you update my game mode? Because it's not letting me update my own game mode. I don't think you allowed commands.
I did, because that's how I teleported, you derp. Corey derping as always. There you go, are you in creative mode?
Yes, I am.
Well, what we've actually done is the recording actually crashed, so now we have a bit of a bridge area. So as you can see, if I go up here...
Yeah, because we were originally going to do a Space Edition, but seeing as we had already built this stuff anyway, we thought there's not really a point in continuing on the space station when we don't know what we're going to build.
Yeah, but I also added a open and closable roof, so if I just sort of go through here, and then I just... I didn't quite do it in time there, but as you can see, this is the outside of the space station. Well, the bridge that I built, which if you ask me looks pretty good. What do you think, Corey? Think it looks alright?
Looks quite nice. Also, we have made quite a bit of progress with the Medibay. Which I think Morgan will show you now.
Yep, I'm just gonna go over there. So this is the medical bay, and Corey slightly changed it. So now I've got healers from open blocks, which... Does this really do anything, Corey, with the lever?
Well, when you're in survival mode and you're around the healers, they will actually heal you.
Okay, and we've also got some XP showers, which have been slightly compacted into a tank, which I believe lives under here.
Yeah, but we haven't actually used tanks this time. We've used conduit pipes.
Yeah, because I think that video didn't get uploaded where we had all the crazy tanks and stuff. But basically, he built it and it was just causing so much FPS lag that it was just unreal. So we cannot continue doing that. So Corey, you ready to reveal what we're doing?
We are going to build a space control center on the main overworld area.
Yep.
So basically it's going to be a bit like NASA, where they'll talk to the space station, send them supplies from the control center, which is on the planet itself.
Yep, because I mean this portal system, it's nice, but it's really just been a temporary thing ever since we did Space Edition. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna deconstruct that portal and put the book in a personal safe, just so it never gets lost. So I think what I'm gonna do is this sort of A system here. This is when we did our prototype for the mining machine, which... Did we do that on camera, Corey? I'm not entirely sure.
The mining machine?
Yeah, when we had the thing next to McMorgan's.
I don't know. I don't think we did.
Yeah, there was basically this area here was from McMorgan's. This was a mining well system that we were planning to do, but it didn't really work out too well though. So we unfortunately couldn't do that fully because of a bit of a multiplayer glitch with funky locomotion. So we're gonna have to do a... Oh, Corey, you can't open the safe, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I can just see it. Oh, I've just got nausea from the sewer water that I just stood nearby. That's pretty terrible.
It's probably sewage from McMorgan's or something.
Possibly. I mean, that thing is a pretty big factory. I'm not surprised if it's causing lots of excess wastage. So we'll be right back, guys, once we actually have something more interesting to show you guys. Okay, guys, so we have built a lot since you guys have last seen our video. And what we've installed is a new mod called Dynamic Transport, which basically allows us to have elevators. And we now have a button, which is basically part of the redstone for the door, but we have a massive elevator which is going to take you to the portal, which takes you to the space station. So, Corey, what is this you're building over here?
This is a control center where the control people are going to be sat at computers, and they're going to have a monitor which is telling them what's going on at the space station.
Before, didn't you have it something like this?
I did, but I decided against it.
Although I kind of like it like this, actually, though. I kind of prefer this idea. To sort of have that like that. Although I don't know, I guess it's sort of up to you. That's your part of the build. Well, this is the redstone for the door. It's pretty basic. And you push the button in there, and then that sends redstone to here, disabling some drawbridges. Which is, you know, pretty easy redstone. And what we've got here is the elevator computers. And this is the sort of heart of our elevator. You know, there's not too much to it. And the kind of scary thing is when you have to call the elevator, like, the blocks go straight through you, which is kind of weird, isn't it, Corey?
That's science for you, I guess.
Yep. And then obviously you push the button, and there you go, that's you out of the elevator. So I think what I'm going to do now is continue building this corridor, which will take you to the portal. Sound like a plan, Corey?
Yep.
And Corey said he would hide the redstone for me, while I build this really long corridor. How long should I have this corridor, Corey?
As long as you want it, I suppose. Not too long, though, because all it is leading to a portal. I think. What do I know?
I think what I'm going to have is the some conveyor belts, though. There's sort of like, you know how we have at airports, when you have those sort of conveyor belts which sort of take you to, like, have you ever, you sort of know what I'm talking about, Corey? How they have the sort of like straight elevators which take you to...
Oh, and then you can have a fence in the middle, so you can have one lane for coming out of the space station, one lane for going in.
Kind of, yeah.
They had a similar sort of thing at Disneyland.
Oh, did they? Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like sort of one lane here.
And then the other lane facing the other way, and then I could put these iron fences in the middle.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Sweet.
Oh, I must say though, for one elevator, like if you think about it, like if it was really real life, for how many people would be using this, it would just be crazy to think how many people will be going in and out.
At the minute, it just drops you off the edge, though.
Yeah. So what I'm now going to get is some crystals to actually build the thing. Now, Corey, I'm actually going to have to crack open that safe that we you know, the personal safe that we had at the start of the episode, which you couldn't access.
Don't delete anything.
I hope not. Literally, if we delete this is our only way we can really get there at the minute. Although I believe we actually can get there if we use like teleports. But yeah, this is our really only legitimate way of getting in and out. So I think I'm gonna have the book receptacle underneath. Well, I can't place it underneath for some reason, so I'll have it, I think, there. Then I'm going to put the book in it. So now, whenever you go through that portal, it takes you to the space station. Oh wow, that looks like a gun if you ask me, Corey. What do you think?
Looks a little bit weird.
Now, I am going to make it look a bit nicer. I've got sort of a design idea in my head, but I think I'm going to leave it open because even if you full sprint at it, there's literally no way you can fall out the end.
Yeah, but what if you come through the portal and then you end up coming out that side and fall down?
I don't know, but there's only one thing we need to change though, and that is the link to here, because if we go through the old portal that's at the old place, you'll end up spawning somewhere down there, which isn't the best. So I'm going to go through this portal, and then I'm also going to... Well, actually, not before I do that, though, I'm just going to...
I'm just going to have to cover the portal up, though, on this side.
Why?
Well, because if you spawn this side and then end up coming out this way,
but,
you're just
but
going
you
to fall
won't,
straight
though.
down.
Because what I'm going to do is sort of make it safer, so it won't do that to you.
What if I get a glass over it instead? So that you
But Corey, just leave it open a second, because I've got a plan for how I want to do this. Although the conveyor belts are taking me. So Corey, I've got an idea. Just leave it open a second, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Because link portals work in a slightly different way to how you're thinking of it. Because link portals, they take you to a linked book. They don't take you directly to the other portal. So it's not like a nether portal where you're spawned randomly around the portal. It's a lot better. So I'm getting a major lag spike here for some reason. So here we go. I'll just take the old book out and put the new one in. And now, if we go through here, you're going to automatically spawn on the conveyor belts, which take you out here. As you can see, I'm on that conveyor belt, going straight out. And you're guaranteed to spawn there every time. So it is perfectly safe, the fact that we have it like that. Oh, the drawbridges are kind of derping. Alright guys, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've actually updated McMorgan's to have a chimney system. So now it's inverted, so basically when you pull this lever, smoker blocks from Railcraft, if you give them redstone signal they stop, so I had to invert this. So as you can see, when the factory's in operation it produces smoke, but when the factory's not in operation, then that means that the smoke stops, which I thought was, pretty cool. I was going to do the same for the reactor, but then Corey pointed out that it's a nuclear reactor, and that really doesn't have any pollution effects, so... I thought, McMorgan's what I mean, it's physically like grinding up pigs, so of course it's going to have some kind of pollution. So Corey, what have you done since we last checked up on you?
Well, this room is pretty much done.
But we need to connect it to the elevator, that's the only thing.
So I was thinking we have like a little corridor leading to the elevator.
And possibly we could have it like go like a door straight through here, and that then... So it goes through the pillar, which is holding this up.
The corridor should be a 3x3 though, so that it's not cramped. And it would also make sense, seeing as that's a 3x3 stairway.
But I think what I'm going to do is sort of replace the flooring. Actually, no, I'm going to turn the difficulty back to easy, actually, just so it's not easy, peaceful. So we're not going to get interrupted by anyone. So I think this area is going to be a 3x3. But then I think what I'm going to do is when it gets to here, then I'm going to do a stair system. Well, here it's sort of going to become like this. And there's going to be a walkway that takes you through here. And that then takes you to the other room. Does that sound like a plan, Corey?
Sounds good to me.
Alright. Where's my super builder's wand? Oh cool, there's actually a Super Nintendo Entertainment System from the Decorative Consoles mod.
I know.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Sure is.
So I think now I'm just going to build this sort of archway over, but it probably would be easier just to use the builder's wand on it. But actually, no, I'm going to do that, but then I'm also going to lower it here, because obviously it goes over a step. There we go, that looks pretty cool. So then it sort of goes, the corridor shrinks, then becomes a 1x1 area here. So, and I think I'm also going to use the chiseled glowstone to actually light it up. So what are you doing, Corey?
I was going to start on a little reception area.
Okay. But what I was thinking is, how you have the lapis lazuli thingies in the...
Space station?
Yeah. I was thinking, what if you use, say... I don't know, like, possibly light blue for Earth. So this can be our sort of all on land stuff. Sound like a plan?
That does give it a sort of space feel as well. I don't know why, but the blue kind of gives this on-land space centre place a spacey feel.
Okay. So where does this connect up to, Corey, to your main building? Do I say have a little door down here, maybe?
Maybe, yeah, that'd work, I think.
So if I have a 3x3 area here, then this leads you to... Although, this might be...
Although, it could just join on over here somewhere, because I've got a little area here where it could join on. Like over here.
Well, you know, I think I kind of have an idea for how this could work. So instead of it going out this end, which is what I initially thought it would do, it could then go straight through here.
Maybe.
So there's just a little...
Yeah.
So there's just a little passageway here. Yeah, I'm going to completely seal that up just so mobs don't spawn. So now you go through here, and this is where the space station is. And you know, I'm actually just going to put some lights there just so it's a bit bright in here. So you push that button, opens the doors. Elevator's in here. Though it is a bit dark in the elevator, so you know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put some lapis lazuli thingies around. Oh, I just broke the drawbridge, Corey. What a derp. Well, I believe this one hopefully will stay configured, although he is not quite behaving. Oh, he doesn't have any iron blocks in him, that's why he's not behaving. I'll just throw one more iron block in him, and then if I just reset it. There we go, that should work. So this area, I believe I can just also replace it. As you can see, this was the redstone area, where Corey patched it up. Well, I haven't done that corner block, so I'll do that. And then... Does that not work? Okay, what if I just try it? Yeah, there we go, that works. So that's all working fine. I know that looks a bit weird, but, you know, it's fine. So, Corey, what have you built anything since I've been doing that?
Yeah, I built this neat little area here.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether I'm liking the dark oak wood, though.
What's this area going to be for?
This is going to be a little reception area.
It looks kind of sort of old-fashioned style, but when you sort of walk in, it sort of goes all futuristic and modern.
Yeah, that was the idea. If we make the reception area a little bit more old-fashioned.
But I'm also using carpenter's pressure plates, Corey. I mean, do you mind if I use these?
Well, you can't really use them up there, I don't think. But maybe on the way out.
I mean, you could definitely put them here. Oh, that's a bit weird. You can definitely put them there, and then another one here. I don't really know what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to... Yeah, that's fine. So then you go through there, and then the elevator, I don't really need to do anything with that. Although, Corey, you can make these different, you know, if you use a carpenter's hammer. Like, which door do you think looks best for here? Thing like a full-on glass door, sort of hidden like that. What do you think, Corey? Out of sort of all the different doors.
Go through them again.
There is solid like that. There is
Right.
the default one, like fully, and yeah,
I kind of like the panel-y one.
that.
That looks good. Yeah, I like that one, actually.
Right. What will you do about these ones?
I think glass again looks quite nice.
And the reception area ones?
I think we don't want people to see through too much. Actually, they're not really looking through at anything, are they? So glass would look nice there as well. And then
You
the
think?
ones to get in keep the same, I think.
What should I do? Just have them as brick doors?
No, just keep them how they are.
What have you like done to them?
The birch wood.
I don't know if that really fits in though. To be honest, like, I wonder what the brick ones would actually look like though. brick one. I don't know about that actually. That looks kind of weird.
That's what I was thinking.
What if you sort of like did them to like look? Oh man, you can't even like see the doors there. What if you sort of did it like that?
Nah, I prefer the birch wood.
And for the pressure plates, we can then disguise these pressure plates as. And what we're gonna do for the outside? Just have brick ones.
I don't know actually. Those brick doors don't look too bad.
Yeah, I think we could stay with them. But what we're gonna do for the lighting in here?
Lighting.
Yeah, because it's a bit dark in here. I would say. Lapis lazuli. What if we sort of had? No, that
I
doesn't.
don't know. This part kind of has a more old-fashioned feel. So if we get something more.
A torch
old-fashioned-
sounds
torch.
Like sort of does go with your old-fashioned feel. But yeah, I do definitely like the way this build is coming along. Oh, Corey, there's actually a block called a villager highlighter, or a village highlighter. I believe it sort of. I don't know exactly, but I think it's meant to show you where villages are. But yeah, we will be right back, guys. Alright, so me and Corey have been having a bit of a discussion about what we should do with these stairs. And we're trying to incorporate it with drawbridges, but it didn't really work very well, did it, Corey?
No. So we thought, why not just put a little door between the computers for a little computer room, I think is what you're trying to go for, isn't it?
Sort of, yeah. So I think, well, not really a complete computer room. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this room yet. But, I don't know, maybe this could be like a refreshments room or something.
What, where the astronauts would go on their break or something?
Possibly, yes. So, if I just say get some tables. Not picnic tables. You actually can get picnic tables, you know, from DecoCraft. Which is kind of cool. So, I want to find the table thingies. Corey, you know what I'm talking about? The tables? The oak tables? Here we go. I don't really think we need a door, Corey. Because the idea is, it's not really meant to have a door. It's sort of just meant to be like an open area where you can go through and get snacks. Corey?
Well, we could make it a full glass door.
Like, what if we? I think it just sort of works better if it's like open permanently.
And this would
though.
be like the snacks area.
I mean, if you wanted, though, we could possibly have, like, I don't know, possibly. You know, I kind of have a cool idea actually.
Could be like a little buffet area, maybe.
Maybe. But what I was thinking is, if we had a drawbridge here, and then we sort of had this kind of door.
Oh, and then you stand on the pressure plate to open it.
Possibly, yeah. But the problem is, it's kind of the opposite at the minute, so I need to invert it. Yeah,
Well, like you said, it only needs to be an open area, so if we just have it as an open area, so that the astronauts can come through at any time.
But I think, like, the build looks nicer, though, if it's sort of sealed off, but I want this area to be here. So I was thinking if we did do something like
What
this.
if we put the doors back in?
I don't know. Like, I just want to try this a second, just to sort of see how well it would work. Because what we could do is we could sort of have a lever which controls both of them. So we could say have a lever. I don't really know where I'd put the lever. We could say have it up here or something, or that's kind of a hard decision actually where to put it. But I think what I'm gonna do is use some conduits with with a painting machine. And once we've done that, guys, we will be right back. Okay, guys, so Corey's now building has finally built a toilet. So now we've got a soap holder, a sink faucet, and a sink from DecoCraft, and a toilet basin, some toilet paper, and a toilet water tank.
Excuse me, sir. I'm the plumber.
Okay. But now what I've done is, as you can see, these are actually closed up now, and if I retract that lever, the drawbridge is open, and that's going to be... Because I find that if it just open all the time, it looks a bit weird, sort of for the aesthetics. So I thought, just for the aesthetics, I'll make it do that. So thank you for watching this part of the episode, guys. I think this build is about done, but we might do a little bit next episode. So goodbye from the Sea Caps, guys.
And please do check out Space Edition.